My name is Enel too. I'm a cybersecurity professional, and today I'm going to share with you some tips that helped me finish my tech program. This video is for every mom who is currently on a tech program and feels like quitting, or for moms who began tech programs in the past and quitted several times. In fact, right now, they're probably giving up on reading a tech course. And at the end of this video, I hope that the tips I share will enable you go back to complete your tech course and would give you more confidence to start your tech program again, this time to start it to finish it. So when I first decided to go for cybersecurity, I was afraid because my baby was 9 months. I was still breastfeeding. I was still breastfeeding him through the night, and I was still breastfeeding on demand during the day. We didn't have anybody. We didn't have help. It was just I and my husband, and he was a lot, to be very honest. I wasn't sure I would be able to do it, but then I was willing to give it a shot. I was willing to give it a try because I felt like our lives had changed and it wouldn't become any easier. So it was best to give it a shot right now. I mean, before you know it, we're a family of two. We have two kids rather, and the demands will keep on being a lot. Do you understand? So I told myself it's hard, but it's going to get harder. So if I don't do it now, what is the guarantee that I'll be able to do it when life gets more demanding? So I just said, let me just push, regardless of whether I make it through or not. But I think I also told myself the truth. I mean, you have never done tech before. This is a completely new terrain. It's going to be challenging. And you need to set up structures or a system that would help you. So for the first thing I did was I went for a weekend program. Now, programs is Saturday and Sunday. In fact, there were some weekends that we didn't have classes on Sundays. So it was mostly just Saturdays. Now, why I went for a weekend program was so that I would have time during the week to read up and catch up if I missed something or if I did not understand something. Also, because I did not want to be overwhelmed having classes every day. So the first thing I would say is pick a program or pick a schedule in your program that will not overwhelm you rather. So pick a schedule in your program that will not overwhelm you. So for you, it could be weekend program, Saturday only, it could be Saturday and Sunday. Just pick something that does not overwhelm you because the kind of schedule you choose will either help you succeed or make you give up completely. Now, secondly, if you know that your current reality will make it hard for you to finish a tech program on your own, like without going to a tech school, just watching a video on YouTube or on LinkedIn Learning, and finish it up on your own, get your certificate, and you're done. If you know that you cannot do that because your current um, reality now as a mom, maybe you just gave birth, your baby is still small, or you don't have help, and it will be hard for you to really shut down some time during the day to study on your own, to watch those classes on your own and study on your own, I would say go for a tech school. Now, why I'm saying this is when I began my tech program, when I first had the interest to go for a tech program, I tried to go for UI UX, and there are a lot of videos on how to learn UI UX. I began, and when my baby would nap during the day, 2 to 2 hours, sometimes 1 hour, I would just start studying during those periods. But I realized that it was harder because when he napped, I wanted to use that time as my resting time. So I was always in between resting and learning. And it was harder to understand those things without somebody explaining it to me in detail because my brain was still in the postpartum stage and I had never done a tech course before. I know that most people will say that UI UX is not really tech, but I mean tech is tech, in my opinion. It may not really have a lot of coding to do. I mean, it may not really involve a lot of coding, but the fact that it's something completely out of what I was used to. I am a communication arts graduate and I have never done anything in tech before. So it was a lot to adjust to, a lot to learn on my own. And that's why I carried myself to go to a tech school. So one of the reasons why you may not be completing your tech programs is because you don't have you is because you are trying to do it on your own. So I recommend that you go to a tech school. A tech school gives you structure. You know that at this time in the day, or at this time every day of the week, I have courses, I have classes, I have assignments, I have projects, and I have other course mates. All of that structure helps you concentrate, helps you focus, and helps you complete your program because there's a timeline for it. Most tech courses 4 months, 6 months, and during that timeline they have tests, they have project, they have the capstone project. That's the final project. At the end of the day, they have yardsticks that they are going to judge your performance on. So it makes you sit up. Your mind mentally begins to sit up. You begin to be more disciplined because you don't want to fail publicly. Also, you don't want the money that you paid to waste. So when you have structure and you have something to lose, you tend to give it more, should I say, more focus or take it more seriously. Number three, you need to understand that things are not the same as they were before, in the sense that you are a mom now, and so if you are not intentional about carving out time to study, you would not have any time to study. So you need to block out at least 1 to 2 hours in a day, or even 30 minutes. Let's not stretch it. If you can get 30 minutes of study time every day on the tech course that you are taking, I guarantee you that you make a lot more progress and you have better understanding of the course. Now, tech is not something that you do half-half and succeed at it, especially if you're new at it. Tech is something that requires a lot of attention. There are a lot of details. Like when I was learning coding in my course, I realized that if you miss a dash or you miss a space, or you're supposed to put maybe you're supposed to write in small letters and you write in big letters, the code is not going to run. The command is not going to run. And so you need a lot of attention. I didn't know that it was going to be like that. You understand? I used to think that, okay, I would just, as I normally do now. It's not that difficult. But when I was introduced to that part of tech, I realized that tech is, you need your full attention. So if you know that maybe your child goes to sleep or your child goes to school or he goes to sleep around 6 in the evening or 7 p.m. or 8 p.m., pick a time from when he sleeps, add 30 minutes, and just shut down on learning, on studying. And if you can, maybe during the day, because sometimes you're already tired at night, so you're not able to get some studying in during the day. Maybe when you have help around or your husband around, you could also, or maybe when he naps during the day, you could also block out 30 to 1 hour. Fourth thing you can do to help you complete your tech program is get help. And let me tell you the truth. Motherhood is a lot, and you cannot keep winging it, especially when you're trying to get a diploma or get a new skill. So if you have a family member that can take care of your child, basically just watch the child while you are in class, while you are studying, or help you do some domestic chores, please embrace the help. If you don't have and you can afford to hire somebody, please hire somebody so that the person takes up most of the work off your shoulders. A lot of the work that motherhood requires is mental work. You're thinking, you're planning food, planning what to do the day, the laundry, what to buy, what to eat for lunch, what to eat for breakfast, to do this for your child, to do that for your child, your own personal. A lot of the exhaustion is from mental overload. Guess what? It's the same brain that you need to learn. Do you understand my point? It's the same brain that you need to learn. So if you can get somebody and you offload most of that work that your brain does, your brain and your body does to them, what happens is that you have more energy and you have more brain space to pay attention to the course that you are currently reading. So I got an assistant when my baby was 1 year. After I had done like 2 months, I realized I cannot do this thing on my own. Although my husband used to take my baby for like the 4 hours while we are learning, he used to take our baby to just play with him and so that I can have time to focus and learn, because even when your spouse is around, babies will still want their mothers. So he used to just take him outside where I was for those 4 hours when I had lectures. But it wasn't enough because he would be tired, I would be tired at the end of the day. After 4 hours of lectures, what you basically just want is to shut down. You don't want to now start taking care of the baby again. You don't have time to go through your notes. You still have to think about what to cook, going to market, and all of those things, cleaning your house. So I got an assistant, and she handles the cleaning of the house. She handles the going to market. I cook once a week, bulk cooking, soups and stews to last us for the week. And just getting her made us feel better. It lightened the load and it gave me more time to study. So you may have to get help. If you do not get help, trust me, you will keep on struggling to finish your tech program in record time. Now, another thing that can help you complete your tech program on time is to maximize apps. Now, there are a couple of apps that aid your studying. Yes, one is my coursemate. I used it during my program, my coursemate. So I usually used to we had materials, we had the curriculum, we had materials of what we're going to learn in class and what we had learned in class. So I would take the PDF and impute it, or should I say, upload it into my coursemate, and it would create questions for me. Questions are on the course. Could also create flashcards. So I would use this to study, and when it generates questions for me, I would answer those questions after my studying, and it would rate me. It would With that, I would know if I am good on that particular topic. I also use ChatGPT a lot in trying to break down the topics I was being taught. So I would take the PDF and upload it to ChatGPT, and I would say, break this down for a teenager, or break this down for a 5-year old. Now, when it breaks it down, I would ask for it to compile it to a PDF or a Word doc, and I would use it during the week. Just go through it, read it, and it really, really helped me. So you need to know that these apps were created to help make life easy for you. So instead of you to follow the AI is bad, AI is bad, AI is bad, because both of them are AI. My course mate uses AI. ChatGPT, of course, is AI. Look for ways that you can use this to aid your learning, because you do not have as much time as your other classmates might have, who are single and don't really have much to do. You are a mom, you have responsibilities. So don't want to do it all on your own. Don't want to sit down and read all on your own. If there are tools that can make reading, studying easier for you, please make the most of those tools. ChatGPT and my classmates. Those are the two tools I used that really helped me to understand what I was studying, understand the topics, and help me to. I aced all my tests. I aced all my assignments, all my projects, all my tests because of those tools. Yes, so I hope that helps. Another thing that would help you finish your tech program on time is to find the right tech course for you. Now, there are several tech courses, and it can be confusing to know which one to pick. Now, don't just pick one because of the hype or because it will bring money. Money is a good motivator. I know that. But then you need to find a course that you would naturally, or you're naturally gifted in, or you would naturally excel in. Now, this is not to say that you will not still need to put in the effort, but your skills and your personality and your interests, your passions, if it doesn't align with the current tech course you're taking, then you might struggle. That's my point. So you need to make sure that you get that sorted first before you choose the tech course, before you even start the program, so that you will not, what's the word, struggle to finish. Now I'm going to share a video on how to find the right tech course that aligns with your skills, your passion, your strengths. Don't miss it. It's the next video to watch after this one. Another point is this: you may have to stop social media for a while. Yes, social media is a lot of distraction. People don't really say it, but it is a lot of distractions. I had to go off social media for 1 full month towards the end of my program. For real. I had to do that. So you may have to take some time off social media. And if you say you cannot, maybe because you're running a business online and all of those things, you might have to have times where you open turn on your phone and times when you turn off your phone. So you're in business, you have a time, maybe you open by 9 and you close by 6. Once it has reached 6 p.m., turn your phone off and allow your mind to rest a bit, because you have you have been assimilating a lot of information, a lot of data from just scrolling online, and your brain is tired, so you need some time for your brain to reset. So turn your phone off and allow your phone to reset, and then spend the rest of the day catching up, reading, and the rest. But I would genuinely advise that you reduce your social media time. Maybe you don't post on weekends. Saturdays, Sundays are the days that you block out social media and just focus on reading, because see, you would struggle. Do you realize that you can turn on your phone in the morning and see something, some bad news on social media, and throughout the day, your brain just functions a particular way? That news you saw has influenced your brain chemistry for the rest of the day. And you know that we are emotional beings. So as women, as moms, we are more emotional. And already your life is a lot. Your child can wake up with a cough, catarrh, and that cancels your whole day. So set up yourself to succeed. If you have to, if you have to leave social media or reduce posting for just weekdays and don't post on weekends for a while, like I said, your tech program is not forever. It's just for a while. You would go back and it would be like you never left. But for the time that you're doing the tech course, please reduce social media consumption, take a break if you can, and I promise you, it would give your brain more strength to complete your course as at the time that you need to do it. Another factor that can help you complete your tech program on time or in time is this. Now, we don't talk about it, but as moms, as women, we have cycles. From the first day of your cycle, which is when your period starts, that period you feel a bit lousy, so you cannot really do much. Even if you struggle, even if you struggle to study. There's a limit to what you can really take in. But you see, that period after your period, before ovulation and ovulation time for most people, is when you feel beautiful, you have high energy, your brain is, all of the chemicals, everything is working. That's the time for you to get a lot of studying in. That's a time for you to spend more time reading, watching YouTube videos about your course, using the apps that would simplify for you. That's the time to get most of your work done. So you need to walk in line, or walk in as a team, or what word should I use? You need to be in tune, yeah, with your body, with your cycles. Know what time of the month your high energy, your brain is. Because when you know that, you are able to, should I say, set yourself up to succeed. Yeah. Now, this is not to say that you cannot read at other times of the month or other times in your cycle. You can. But when you are naturally in that mood of high energy, don't go and put yourself in things that don't matter. Yes. Yes. That's the time for you to put your head down and focus on on reading, on getting a lot of work done, because then your body, everything is working in tune with you. And then rest, please. Moms, rest. You see that time that you spend on social media just scrolling aimlessly. You can just leave the phone, lie down on your couch while your child is playing, and just shut your eyes. Or your eyes are open, but your brain is resting. So please rest. Rest. When your child goes to sleep, give yourself tops 2 hours, and then stop scrolling. Limit the Netflix Prime movies. Watch for 30 minutes and sleep. Do you understand? If you need it to help you relax, watch for a while and then go to sleep. If you don't sleep well, you will not be able to study well, because your brain will not function well. And that is why you will struggle to finish your tech program. So please rest, 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 rest. And the final one, take your supplements. Now, I am not a doctor, so I cannot diagnose supplements for you. But I know that personally, when I was in that postpartum in the thick of postpartum, I struggled a lot with understanding what I was reading because my body was all over the place. So I went back to my supplement, the ones I was told to take after I had given birth. I dumped them because pregnancy, I was taking supplements every day during pregnancy. So I was taking supplements every day during pregnancy. So I was not in the mood to continue the supplements again. But when I began school, I had to go back to supplements. So I went back to my zinc, vitamin C, vitamin D, folic acid, B3, all of those things. I went back to them, magnesium, and it helped me feel better and it helped me perform optimally. So I hope that at the end of this video, the tips I have shared can be used to help you complete your tech program. And please, if you have any more questions on tech, on anything that's bothering you, please drop it in my comment. I will try to make a video about it.